What? Because you know the theme song goes. Because you know the theme song go. What? Listen, how y'all doing? Y'all good? First of all, not the helicopter. Y'all can tell I'm in a different location. It's a disclosed location. It's really not disclosed. I'm at my dad's house. I'm on vacation. But I'm committed to being on the show. Because if you love what you do, you're gonna do what you do where? Anywhere. But next week, you're not gonna see me because I really am gonna be on vacation. All right, but let me get on it. Let me get on it. Sharice, I love you. How you doing, friend? Love you. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Love you, friend. Love you. Love you. Love you. All right, so let's hop into like the intro because like we're getting ahead of ourselves. Not can y'all hear that? Okay, but if y'all can, I'm sorry. It's hot. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, so thank you and welcome to another episode of One Being Brave. I am your host, Domo Jones. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all straight? For sure. For the old heads, how y'all doing? How y'all living? For the new timers, come on in. Come on in. Join the show. Relax. Chill. I mean, because it's what we do. You feel me? It's what we do. Ashley, A-Town, what up, friend? Love you. Okay, it's about the dedication for me. It's about the what? It's about the dedication for me. All right, so let's get into the house rules. House rules. Y'all ready for it? Love you too, Sharice. You already know, like no profanity. Because for what? It's like so many words in a dictionary, and we about to use them. That was like a Kindle or a dictionary. It's so many words, and we're just about to use them. So y'all know how we get down. Next up, what's the other house rule? No bashing of race, religion, gender, politics, or sexual preferences. Why? Because for what? Like, I'm too busy loving you. Like, this show is too busy about the love that we ain't got time. What? We don't bash, we thrash. Is that a word? It don't matter. It's about to be. We don't bash, we thrash. We don't, we don't, we don't hate, we love. That was so corny, huh? That was mad corny. What? Y'all know I have my V8, so I'm a little on 13. All right. Also, this show is called One Billion Brave because it represents the 1 billion people of the world that have disabilities or medical conditions. Because y'all know what I'm about to say next. Get you one of us in your circle. I mean, like, golly, like, I don't understand why you guys don't have us in your circle. What are y'all doing? Get you one of us in your circle. Like, we're too legit to quit. Nikki, I love you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Love you, friend. I mean, I'm just saying because we're like I don't know another way to say it. We're dope. That's all I got. Also, we talk about this is one of the most important house rules. We talk about Jesus Christ on the show. We talk about JC because JC is the place to be, and he is a place. He's omnipresent. What? Because I read my Bible. Is all I'm saying. All I'm saying is that I do read my Bible, so he's like omnipresent. So he's everywhere. All I'm saying is like the man is dope. I ain't gonna like ain't no pressure, but the guy is top tier. Get you JC in your life. All right, so this is the most important house rule. Y'all ready for it? Y'all already know. Get your good hair on. Okay, I'm glad y'all do. So this show is the very first show. This is not a podcast. This is a talk show. This show is the very first show that has a hostess with a disability that interviews guests. Hi, Mom Jackie. Sorry, I can't. I have to interrupt my house rule because Mom Jackie is on, and she's my favorite. I love you, Mom Jackie. Mom Jackie, I love you. All right. So this rule is the house rule is the show is the very first talk show that has a hostess with a disability that has guests that interviews guests with disabilities and medical conditions. Lady O, Tyler Perry, and Mother Ellen DeGenerate. I'm coming to each one of your houses. I'm coming to the house. Like, you already know what's up. I'm coming to the house. Lady O, you already know. All I want is some Arizonas and a red vine or 3. Then I'm hop on over to Tyler Perry's house or maybe one of his studios real quick. And then all I want is like a water bottle or maybe a Gatorade with some fruit snacks. And then I'm gonna hop on down the corner around the way to Mother Ellen's house. At this point, it don't even matter. Like, I can get whatever you have available, and you can pretty much ask whatever you want. So I'm not even about to put no more pressure on you. Just give me a drink and a snack, and we good because we have so much to talk about. I ain't even really worried about that. You feel me? String cheese, if you asking. You feel me? String cheese and some wings, or string cheese and some water. Like, it doesn't even matter at this point. I'm like, the food don't even matter because we have so much to talk about. And let me introduce myself now. Hey, I'm Domo. Nice to meet y'all. All right, so let's get down to business. Let's get down to business to defeat the odds. That's the jam. Y'all can't tell me. Let's get down to business to okay. That was my musical moment. That's a good one. Gabe, write that down because that could be a good one. Musical moment. Hashtag, that could be a segment. That could be a segment. Gabe, write that down. Hashtag musical moment. All right, so let's get into Shrees, you know I have no sense. Let's get into the Braveheart for this week. Who is it? Gabe, lay it on me. Lay it on me one time for the one time. Listen, what's her name? At Suellen Kulik. She has alopecia. But let me tell you, the smile, like, that's what's doing it. That's her son. And I love the fact I chose this picture because her son is kissing her disability or her limitation. You feel me? Because she has alopecia, so she lost her hair. I love this because her son loves her flaw. Like, that's why I love children. They don't care. Like, that's my mama. And what else we talking about? I don't care what she's dealing with. That's my mom, and she loves me for who she is. So, Sue Ellen, you are the Braveheart for this week. Thank you for loving who you are and being confident enough to share and post your pictures on social media and abroad, wherever you share your stories, however you share it. I love it, and I think your smile is amazing. Like, do y'all see that? All I'm saying, cover girl, holler at her. Cover girl, holler at her because her smile does it. You feel me? And that's the Braveheart for this week. I love doing Bravehearts because it represents us. Like, I freaking love it. And I'm probably not gonna stop. So y'all gonna have to see us on this show all day, every day. You feel me? And that's that. All right, so let's get into the I'm sick of it. What we talking about, Gabe? What we talking about? And here it is. Dear able people, read. Not having to work and not being able to work are not the same thing. Thank you. Oh, wait, let me finish it. Yours faithfully. Come on, faithful. Faithful. Gabe, you gotta, thank you. The chronic illness community. The chronic CIC. CIC. Because y'all be thinking this is the line that I just that vexes my spirit. Dang, you don't have to have a 9 to 5. Like, you ain't gotta work. Aren't you lucky? When? When? Tell me when we're lucky. Do you know that people that have disabilities or chronic illnesses or medical conditions wish that they can get up and work a 9 to 5 and then get off and work another 9 to 5, meaning like going home, doing dishes, washing clothes, running errands, going to the gym. What? Hi, Jackie, love you. Like, what you mean? You're lucky. Huh? Let's switch bodies. Because I'll give you this body for about 5 minutes and see how lucky it is. Because let's see if you can get up in the morning, and if you don't, what you gonna do? Because you don't know that you're not gonna be able to get up until you get up in the morning. You feel me? And I said what I said. Thank you, Sharice. And she said what she said. What y'all gonna do? Who gonna check me, boo? Because I live this life, so I know what I'm talking about. Hi, mom. Oh, y'all ain't seen it. Gabe, put it up. Put my mom up, cause I gotta say hi to her. I don't want y'all to think I'm crazy. Hi, mom. My mom is not here. She over here living her life in Jamaica. Hey, mom. How you doing? Love you. Miss you. I ain't seen you in like 7 days. Like, what am I doing? How am I making it? I don't even know. Adulting. Golly, I tell you. Okay, so before I get into my next guest, I'm about to vent real quick because, hi, Mom Sonia. I love you. I miss you. I'm about to vent because let me tell y'all, I have locks, as y'all can see, and y'all don't know, but some of y'all know, but some of y'all don't know. I don't wear my hair down. Like you'll always see my hair up in a style, doing something up, you know. And this is the reason why these johns are so heavy. Like, oh my gosh, I can't. My shoulder hurts. These are so heavy. They're in the way. They're in the way. This is why I don't wear my hair down. So I appreciate when I did post a picture of my hair down and I said that I don't wear my hair down. I appreciate all the compliments, but let me tell y'all something. This about to be up. Thank you, Gabe, because this is the more you know. This they about to be up because got my shoulders they hurt. I can't I can't lift my arms up real good, real strong because these are so heavy. Maybe because I just wash my hair too. But the fact of the matter is, this is why I don't wear my hair down because what are we? Why? Like, it's in the way. Marty! I love you, friend. Thank you for tuning in. Marty, thank you for tuning in. My God, today. Only she understands that. My God, today. Marty, thank you. I love you. I love you. My God, my God, my God, my God. I love you, Marty. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get into my next guest. My next guest, he's mad. First of all, his name is CNote. Which I thought this was. CNote's in the building. But I mean, for those that are new to the show, um, do I know him? No. Met him 5 minutes before the show. For the old timers, y'all already know how I get down with my guests. I meet them as we're talking, and then we become friends for a lifetime. Thank you. I appreciate you. Love you, friend. So here's the thing. We all about to learn about him right now. And I love the fact that I'm able to connect and learn and even teach like new people and hear their story, like hear their journey of why they do what they do, how they got to this place. Because all I'm saying is my guests are dope. All right, so Carlton, hop on the scene with a gangster lean, my boy. What we talking about? Yo,
What's up?
how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How you?
Good. Thank you for gracing the stage. Thank you again for accepting an invitation from a stranger. But we friends now, but I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
For sure, for sure. All right, so let's get into it. Where are you from and what is the name of your disability or medical condition?
I'm from Philly. I'm a quadriplegic C5, a spinal cord injury that I got in 2019.
2019. Wow. All right,
Yeah.
so let's get into it. So we've had a few quadriplegic, but for those that don't know, can you tell us exactly what that is?
Well, I have no use to my hands. Of course, I'm paralyzed from the neck down.
Okay, so you're paralyzed from neck. Oh gosh,
Yeah.
Kendall's in the house, y'all. Everybody say hi.
Alright.
All right, say hi to Kendall. Hey, hey, Kendall. Okay, so can you tell us, like, let's start from the top. Like, what
uh,
happened? How did you get to this place?
Man, so 2019, like I said, September 2019, I was actually driving home from working, fell asleep behind the wheel. Last thing I remember was just waking up with a lady trying to help me.
Oh my gosh. So, did you hit anything? Was it a crash?
Behind it, that was I think that was the scariest thing when I woke up. As anybody, the only thing you hoping that you don't hit nobody, and
Yeah.
luckily I didn't hit nobody. Because when I woke up and the lady said that she said you got in an accident. I said, did I hit anybody? She said no. I didn't even care about myself.
Right, right,
You know what I mean?
right.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't hurt nobody.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Okay, so when you finally came to, and all right, I realized I'm in an accident.
yeah.
What was your, like, how did you feel? Like, were you trying to, like, get up? Like,
I was trying. So the lady, it was so bad. The lady said, "Can you?" She asked me if I could reach for my phone, and
yeah,
I could. I said, "I can't feel my legs." And she climbed in the front of the. She climbed in, and she reached for my phone, and she dialed. Tried to dial, my wife number.
yeah.
Of course, it was late at night. It was like almost 1 o'clock. So my wife was asleep. So that
Mhm.
I had called my sister, and she answered. And it was just like I'm not gonna lie, it was like I said, it was the scariest thing that ever happened. Man. Like just dealing with it down to this day is just still it's still thinking about it, still bring tears to my eyes just thinking about that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, because 2019, that wasn't too far ago. Like, it really
nah,
wasn't.
yeah.
It's
I mean
still,
you had people tell me like just where I'm at in my life right now. They be like, man, you still fresh. I'll just be like, I can't sit back and dwell on what happened. I did that the
right.
first year or two. You know what I mean? I kept blaming myself for mistakes that I made.
Yeah,
How can I let myself fall to sleep? Stuff like
yeah.
that. But you can't sit back and still be. I can't sit back and still be dwelling on that for all this time. So
No, that's very true. That's very true. And it happens for a reason. I mean, I'm pretty sure, it happened, but I know for sure, even someone that I live with this, I have a disability too. So I know for sure it has opened up a lot of conversation from other people's perspective on life, how precious life is.
yeah, I mean, it's how you accept it. I mean, it's
How
how
you
we accept
accepting
it.
it.
Yeah, it's
Right.
what it is.
That's so true. And you're still choosing to live despite what happened to you. Like, you still found life despite your disability or hiccup, I guess I would say. You still found
Yeah,
life because you smiling.
yeah.
Like, you in
I
there,
mean, I
bro.
do. I do. Like I said, a lot of people that I talk to, I do live, Facebook, Instagram, where I talk to them too, and they always ask me like, in 2019, you still fresh in? How you overcoming? I'm just be like,
Yeah.
the grace of God and prayer. I mean,
That's it.
that's it. Like it's really
That's
nothing
it.
else I can say. And the fact that I have a support team always makes it a lot easier. So
Yeah, that's true. Support, and people, even though they may not understand, they still choose to be there
yeah.
for you. I think that that's so important. That's so important. So, like, I don't want to get into, I mean, because it is fresh for you. I don't want to get into, like, the hurtful part of it, but I do want to get your perspective on, like, the good, the bad, and the ugly that you had to face dealing with.
Oh
um
man.
you,
So
like,
mine
you
was
literally, like, overnight you had to change your whole life and your whole
yeah,
perspective
and
on life.
mine was fresh like right when the pandemic hit. So it's like I wasn't getting therapy. It was oh man, it was the worst.
I
So
forgot about that.
yeah, so mine's happened in, like I said, September 2019.
Yeah.
The pandemic was 2020, like when it really hit the fan was like 2020 in February, March. So I was actually I went to rehab, and still when I was in rehab, I couldn't accept this. I didn't think this was going to be my life. Like I was in that joint like I'm gonna wake up and walk. Like it ain't, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it ain't. I'm like it ain't nothing. Like this ain't nothing. But
right.
like I said, that first year was, man, was the worst. I couldn't. I went through a lot that first year. Just dealing with I just accepting. I mean, that's all I really just trying to be strong and knowing it's not, having the problems with getting sick, you know what I mean, or even with dealing with infections
Yeah.
and I mean the pain that keeps you up at night,
Oh,
so
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, how long were you in the hospital from your accident up until you were able to leave? How long was that?
well, I was in a coma for like 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, I was in a coma for 2 weeks. They actually had to strap me down because at one time I woke up trying to snatch all the stuff off. Like I said, I didn't even know what happened. So it was like, what is all this? Trying to snatch it off, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and not even just that, I actually man, the grace of God, I died in the hospital for 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, they brought me back.
Okay, so can you tell us that experience, like what happened? Like how did you
I
almost
was I didn't even all right. So I had to have a oh man,
a tube in your throat?
yes,
Mhm.
yes. So because I couldn't breathe on my own,
Mhm.
so um the story from what I was told was my wife had to make the decision, if they told her that I couldn't breathe on, we had to do it. And she wasn't at the hospital at the time. So they said, we can't wait for you, gotta let us know now over the phone.
Mhm.
So she said, okay, well, you have to do it and do it. Through that time, we didn't find out until I got the rehab that I had died. They never even told my family. When I had got the rehab had told they looked up my paperwork and told me actually that I got real close to the therapist and she let me know what my what everything said and she told me that you had died for 5 minutes and
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
That is scary. So from you being flatlined, did they say you lost any memory? Did you lose any functions? Did it make it
I,
worse?
they didn't say. They didn't say. Like I
Wow.
said, she just explained. She told me that, and I was just like, man, I couldn't believe it because, I mean, you have everybody has a reason to be here. You know what I mean? It's just, to me, it's just all how you go by it. You
Right.
know, so for me, it was like, man, and being a father, like
Yeah.
having kids, that was I just feel like I tell my kids, I tell everybody, man, everybody that I talk to, Facebook, Instagram, man, everybody have a reason to be here if you're still here. It's the reason why God wants you here still, man.
Right.
So
So
it's
true.
just how we accept it. Like we said, how we go by it, man.
Yeah. Man, that Latasha, I see you, love you. Thank you for tuning in. And one of the nurses that's on here said it's a tracheotomy. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Tracheotomy. For sure.
Trait, it's a trait.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Thank you,
yeah,
Jackie.
yeah,
Appreciate you.
yeah.
So can we talk about what your life was like? Because you have two boys. So what was your life like having to tell them, or even just the physical nature of it? You were able to take your kids to the bowling, playing baseball and all that, from now you're literally like bound to a wheelchair, or you're in the process of going through physical therapy.
Yeah.
What was that like for you as a man and as a father?
I mean, it's adjustment. Still, till this day, believe it or not, it's still hard. My kids, I actually have three. I have twins, and I have a daughter
Okay.
that's 15. But for the twins, they're a lot younger. They're 11, and at the time, they were 6. So for them, it's like they still don't understand. One of them still say things like, if Daddy wasn't in the wheelchair and this and this.
Mhm.
So I try. They're still learning as well as me. So
Yeah.
they're still trying to learn to adjust with being used to Daddy being in the situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, I do have my times where because I love sports. I played basketball my whole life,
Mhm.
and one of my sons is Man, he plays basketball, and me not being able to teach him the way I teach him, I still
Yeah,
that's for me that's still a struggle. I still
yeah,
gotta,
yeah.
I still think about that more than anything. So
Man, Keisha, I love you. Thank you for tuning in. I can only imagine what's that's like going from pretty much like one extreme to the next, meaning you're full able body and you're an athlete, and then you have a son, one of your sons who's the athlete, who's kind of like basically following your footsteps, and
hmm
then it's like you have to pretty much retrain how you teach and retrain
hmm
your personal life
yeah.
as a dad, as you have to retrain how you're being a father, pretty
hmm
much. Man, that is that I commend you.
hmm
One,
It's
I
still, I mean, not like, man. So the father is one, father is one thing, but also being a husband.
being a husband. Yeah, okay, so can
So
we talk about that? Because um what was that like as your from your wife, from your wife's perspective, going from you being pretty much like the father of the house, provider of the house, and now you have a different way of providing.
I mean, we both still learning too. I mean, we talk a lot. That's what helps. Um, and I think the scariest thing for me was waking. And when she is tell you this, and I said that like when I woke up in that bed and I looked at her, I tried my best to just tell her to just go because I didn't want her to have to, deal with that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And she was like, I'm not going nowhere. Like I'm where I want to be. This is where, but I tried my best. I said,
Really?
I was like, just move on, just go. Like, I mean, because I just didn't, I didn't want her to have to just be around and just, go through that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I totally understand. I commend your wife, because now when the vows say through thick and thin, sickness and health, he said, "My boy, this is sickness and health. I'm rocking with you till the wheels fall off. Okay, I'm
And she, I
rocking with
mean,
you."
look, she rocking. Man,
I
she rocking,
appreciate.
man.
I love that. I love that. That's true love. So, for you, did you have to go through physical therapy at all?
I'm still going through physical therapy right now. I do inpatient, outpatient. Right now, I'm doing outpatient. Go to the facility. It's pretty good. I'm way better than what I was doing last year,
Yeah,
two
yeah.
years ago. 3 years ago. So every year is just it's getting better and better. So
It's getting better. Yeah, I totally get it. I got to start back. I've been doing physical therapy for I feel like ages, but my condition is not as detrimental as yours, but I do have like muscle weakness and nerve damage.
okay.
But I personally, I just be like, is this physical therapy working? Sometimes be like, do
I
I
mean,
have?
my main thing, what I just want to be stronger. For me, it's just
Yeah,
more strength wise than anything. I like for me, it's just working on like I started off. I remember leaving the hospital as a C5 quad. For these past couple of years, I don't went up to now to being a C7. Because I became stronger. I'm able to do more. Like I said, with my injury, I'm not supposed to do a lot of stuff that I'm able to do. So
so for those that, because I want to understand too. So when you say like the C5 to C7, what does that mean exactly? Like that means that you have more mobility, or is that
yes,
in your back? Okay.
yeah, I have more mobility. Yes. Like I said, my arms and the way I'm moving, all this moving, I'm not supposed to be able to do all that. My
Uh,
level, yes, my level where they had me at, I was not supposed to be able to move my arms and be able to lift up stuff my own. Like I'm not supposed to do a lot of stuff that I'm able to do on my own. So,
really? I thank you, Keisha. I love you. I appreciate that for real, for real. I really do. Because I understand that, and that's why I love interviewing people with disabilities and medical conditions, because although we may not have the same exact I don't want to say issues, but the same exact complications,
Hmm.
I still can relate in some aspect and I still understand. So I know how to approach it in a different way compared to someone that's able bodied. I just think sometimes they're a little bit inconsiderate and they don't know how to ask questions properly. But I get a lot. I thank you, Keisha. I appreciate that. Um I think that sometimes, like, so I'll say for me, and I feel like you can relate to this. When they say like you're gonna do physical therapy and you have the idea of getting stronger, have you ever been or had the mindset to where like this ain't really working for me? Like this is not working. I don't see any progress, so I want to stop.
Of course. I mean, other than sorry. So right now, rehab is me learning how to try to transfer on my own.
Okay.
Where I won't need the help of my wife or my aide.
Mhm.
And I feel like that. Like when I try to do it, I'm like, this ain't working. I don't feel like I'm ever gonna be able to do it. Like,
Yeah.
so I know that I get it, and I feel like that a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. I literally just felt
Yeah.
like that last week in therapy.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be able to do this. Like, while I keep trying, excuse me. So I definitely, but I can't give up.
Yeah. I was just that's why I was just gonna ask you, what makes you not want to stay right there in that mindset?
um, because I want to transfer from a power wheelchair into a regular manual wheelchair where I can push it and do
Where you
stuff
could
on
put
my
it.
own.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what keeps me fighting because I want to move. I don't want to stay in this forever. I want to move to one of those. So.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Because in what a lot of people don't know is that takes a lot of arm strength.
And that's strength. So I actually
Yes.
have I got one, and I'm telling you, I was oh my god, I was pushing and I couldn't move at
Yeah.
all. I'm like, oh no, this ain't gonna work. Let me get back in my other chair where all I gotta do is press a button.
Okay. Cause
Like,
listen, when I be going like to vacations and stuff where I can't walk for a long length, and I'll do two cycles, and I just be like, I need somebody to push me. That
yeah,
is so much arm strength. I'm like, no, I need somebody behind me because
yeah,
it
man.
takes a lot of arm strength. Now, I
It
do have a
does.
question though about the wheelchairs. There are different types, meaning there are some that are specifically for your body, and there are some that have like there are some that are regular wheelchairs, but there are also some with the wheels that kind of like cat a corner a little bit, um,
Yes,
that
yes.
go in. Are those specifically for people that are wheelchair bound?
Man, I can't tell you to be
You don't
honest.
know.
Though I don't all I like for me, I have a power wheelchair where I press the button and goes forward and back.
Yeah.
That's and then I also have one that I work on myself. But a crazy thing is it also has a button that you can press on where it goes yourself. But I don't. You gotta listen. When I first got my regular wheelchair, of course the insurance wouldn't pay for it.
Yeah.
So I had to do a GoFundMe to actually pay for that, and
Wow.
that alone was like $5,000. Now the button that you press that makes you go forward and back, where
Uh-huh.
you don't have to be trying to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't afford that because that's like 4,000 by itself.
So that's another part. That's another piece.
Yes, yes, another piece, y'all.
What? I never
Yeah,
knew that.
yeah, that's another piece, yeah, yeah.
What?
And it's so crazy because through all of this, of course, I met a lot of people that was
Yeah.
quad like me or in a wheelchair like me that I got to. I think, believe it or not, I think a lot of my success came from them too. When you meet people that's in the same predicament you are, it's a lot easier to
Yeah.
be able to open up and communicate with them.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I had met this one girl, and she helped me through a lot of stuff. Just being able to help me to go fund me to be able to get people to support and to help.
Yeah.
Um, and I was really surprised how many people out there that was willing to help. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? That didn't even know me that are willing to be like, listen, we
Right.
We
We
don't
don't.
know you, but we're going to
Right.
help
But
you.
we,
You
yeah,
know
we
what I
want
mean?
to pour into your life.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that. I just think it's so I I don't want to say hate because hate is a strong word, but I highly despise the fact that we have to work. People with disabilities have to work so hard to get medical accessories that we need.
Yes,
Like
yes,
we
yes, yes.
need these
And I don't
things.
understand it.
I
I don't
don't like.
understand
I
it.
don't get it for the life of me. Why we have to struggle so much just to get what we need.
Yes.
Like that's
And
literally
it's,
like literally
I've been
a wheelchair
fighting.
is what you need.
I've been fighting my insurance since I became a quad. Like if it everything I want, I had to fight to get it from them.
I do not get because we didn't ask for no
Yeah,
disability. Like we didn't ask for it.
it's crazy. It's crazy. It is. And I will say this. Like for me, I so after my accident, I was so stuck in the house. I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to go
Yeah.
nowhere. So at least these past 2 years, my mindset has been I can't do everything I used to be able to do, but I could do some of the stuff. So I get around more. I go places. I go to the mall. I spend time with my kids. Me and my wife go out to eat. I do family stuff. So for a while, I was getting stuck
Yeah.
because Uber. I didn't have no van. I had my own stuff. So the
Mm-hmm.
Ubers would drop me off, but they want to come back to get me. Come back to get me. And then when I would get an Uber, it would be like $60. And I don't have no. I'm not. Come on. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. I
Yeah.
don't have no money. So finally, I was able to. I was able to be able to get a van that can
That's accessible.
accessible van,
Mhm.
real nice accessible van. Still paying on it, but it's better than not having none at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So right now, me and my wife have our own accessible van where I could go places. I don't always have to feel like I gotta be stuck in the house.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my main thing. I like doing places. So, we go to the movies, we take the kids out. Like I said, that's one thing where man, came a long way to be able to go places and not have to worry about people staring at you.
Yeah, that's so
You
true.
know?
That's so true. And I'll be 100% honest because with me personally, I'm very confident in. I use a walker. I have leg braces, so I'm very confident. In sometimes I do have a wheelchair, but I'm very confident in where I stand in my life. But that's because I've dealt with this since I was a kid.
Mm,
So I want to encourage you as someone that does deal with this since I'm 35. So this is literally like all I know. It doesn't it's not easy, but it's a daily choice that you have to choose why you want to live. Like that's literally it. Like because with living with us, like living the life that we live, there's so many things that are against us.
mm-hmm.
Like there, to be honest, there's more things against us than there is for us, if that makes
Yep.
sense.
And I
So if
had
you
people make it
choose,
look like I had the people tell us like making us feel like we lucky to be in this situation. I'm like, you not know what we go through?
and that's why I made that. That's why I put. I'm sick of it. That was why my post said people that feel like we're working and we have to work and we don't have to work is a blessing. It's not.
Yeah. Because
It's
trust me, I wish if listen, the next person knew how I was before my accident. One of the main reasons why I got in the accident, I was a workaholic.
see.
Like my family never had to, my wife and my kids never had to not wait for anything because I was gonna work extra hard to make sure they got it.
Yeah,
Like I was working 2 jobs before my accident, man. So
man. So even in this process, as you're going through this new life and this new lifestyle, what is something for you that you probably never even would have thought of, or the perspective of life that now that you're living this new life compared to how you were
before,
able bodied, what's something that you kind of learn a different perspective in life about?
just be thankful. We never we I know for me, like you just never thought so. I know I never thought nothing would happen like this to me.
Yeah.
So it was just like for me now, just living each day and being thankful. Like I tell people that's out there that is able body or that's, just be happy. Like because I mean we take life for granted.
Yeah, we do.
And I definitely did before my accident.
Yeah.
I took life for granted. I never, like I said, I never thought nothing like this would happen to me. Um, so now that it is, I can't say that I'm so thankful now that I'm still here because
Hmm.
I'm able to see my kids. I'm
Yeah.
able to see them get old. That's more, that's the most important thing for me is just
Important.
be able to see them. Yup. Like out of
So
everything,
true.
it's just be able to see my kids grow old.
So true. I think the beautiful thing about people that have disabilities and or medical conditions is we see life so differently in the sense of we're grateful for such the little things. We're grateful for
Yes,
going to the bathroom. We're grateful for just smiling. Like we're grateful for the little things that able bodies overlook because there are times where we couldn't even do that.
yes, yes, yes.
Or
It's
there were times
crazy,
where we did it and we can't now. You know
and
what
we
I'm saying?
can't now. Yeah,
We're
because I know
grateful,
for me,
man.
like just just the stuff that I go through now. Not be able to go to the bathroom on my own, like stuff like that, and I just be
Hmm.
like I know for me, I have, like I said, I have a care. I have a somebody to take care of me, and I
Caregiver,
have my
yeah,
wife that's here that helps a lot.
yeah,
And just being, I can't say being lucky, just being thankful that I have somebody like her to be able to, what I mean, to be
yeah,
able to do the stuff that I know most people would be like, man, like, she's just here to take care of me, to be there for me. So
yeah.
I know sometimes because I know sometimes I get mad, what I mean, I might
Hmm.
be mad at her or take, but she knows like I am thankful to have her. Like,
I so agree with that. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you for advocating. I saw your message that you do work in healthcare, so I appreciate you advocating for us and your patient.
yeah.
We definitely need it, and I love you, Mom Jackie. I appreciate it. Yeah,
And that's something else. Like for me, before my accident, I actually worked in healthcare. So working in a nursing home,
really.
yeah, working in a nursing home and seeing a lot of residents just, just being like at a certain age, and you never, and that's what I'm saying, you just never thought that would be
Mm,
you. Like, and for me, I'm just like,
for
man,
real.
hold conversations with a lot of these older people, just how they got like that, and they telling me about the heart attacks and stuff they got, and you just like, man, like, for me, I was like, oh, I'm gonna take care of myself because I never wanted to get to that age, and and then
Right.
for something like that to happen, it was like, man, 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 man.
It's just it's crazy. I always say this: people that the disabled community is the community that has no limitation on who can join. Ain't no age bracket, ain't no
No,
height, ain't like
mm,
anybody could at any given time can join our community
no.
without no requirements.
And we love each other.
And
Like, like I mean, that's we support each other. It's never no, we ain't
it ain't
talking
no
bad
beef.
about each other. No, no. I
Cause
didn't
it's
listen.
like,
I'm
yo, we
telling you,
did it.
I done had my I done had my people that didn't even know me. Like I said, I done had my GoFundMe posted, and people that posted that didn't even know nothing about me. But being that, believe it or not, and it's a shame to say, I done had people that was part of my disability post more than my own family had.
Wow. That
So
and
it's
that's
like,
so unfortunate, but it's true.
it's the truth. Yeah, it's the
It's
truth.
the truth. It's the
They the disabled family love you more than your own family do most of the times.
sometimes that is so accurate. Like for
Uh,
real. Like we locked in. If you hop on over to our community, I'm telling you, you're gonna have a support system for sure.
yeah, yeah,
You're not gonna feel like you by yourself.
yeah,
Yo, Carlton, thank you so much for gracing the stage. Thank you also
no
for
problem.
even being vulnerable enough to share your story um to a community of people that you probably don't know, but now like they rocking with you to the wheels fall off. You
Appreciate it.
got
Thanks for
people
having me.
rocking with you for sure. Thank you so much. You gotta tell the people like what you doing now, like what where can they find you? I want people to follow you, watch your show, like
Um, well, I do mostly my lives on Instagram. Um, I can't even remember my own man Instagram name, but I believe it's CNote. It's Quad Life.
quad life.
So Quad Life, yup, Quad Life. Like I said, I do most of my. I interview a lot of people on live that's in the same condition as me. Just helping them deal with being able to deal with they being secure wise of who they are
Yeah.
and dealing with their disability. And don't have to. just don't have to question the reason for them being here, man. So
Sure.
believe it or not, it's a lot of people that I talk to that just be like, wow, you are so. They be like, you're fresh, and I'm talking about most of these people be like 10+ years in. And
Dang.
for me, just to be 3, 4 years in, it's just like they be like, wow, like
Right. You
so.
making statements. Okay. You said incentives. I love it. Gabe, can you put that on the screen? See Quad Life. Well, his Facebook is CNote Brown.
CNote Brown, yeah.
CNote Brown. I know that.
CNote Brown,
And
yeah. That's y'all could
IG.
go follow me on Facebook, man. Definitely show some love.
Yeah. Everybody go follow him. CNote Brown on Facebook and at Quad Life on IG. And
Yes.
stuff follow him. His twin boys they're super dope. I saw the shirt. I specifically chose that picture that I posted on the
I,
prom with because I thought that was so dope. I was
I
like, look at
appreciate it, man.
yeah,
I
thank you.
appreciate that. We was actually in the Atlanta City last year. Yeah,
I loved it.
yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. They
Yeah,
they my they my boys.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate you coming on again. And I'm you already know I follow you everywhere. And I'm gonna continue support. You got somebody you got a new friend. Like we locked in for life. You can't get rid of me now.
Yeah.
You can't get
I
rid of me now.
appreciate that. I appreciate that, man.
For sure, for sure.
Definitely love that, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, you're definitely welcome. Thank you again. Gabe's gonna push you in the back. We're gonna end the show. Don't log off so I can say my thank yous and all that jazz. And then we in there. Love you.
You too. Thank you, man.
All right. I told y'all. I mean, like C note was noting, okay? C note was noting. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Y'all go follow him. Thank you, Carlton, so much. I appreciate you coming on, sharing your story, being vulnerable about the good, the bad, the ugly. It is not easy talking about something vulnerable as a disability, especially when you're fresh at it, because it brings up a lot of emotions. So I appreciate it. Thank you again, Carlton. Thank y'all again for tuning in. Like I love y'all. My God, today I y'all it's heavy. It's getting heavy, and my shoulder is getting weaker and weaker. Um, but I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thank you guys for commenting. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank y'all for watching. I don't take it lightly at all. I'm gonna say it every single episode. A Town, thank you for tuning in. I mean, A Town, let me tell you, A Town is famous. Okay, she has her own company line, and she's a mogul. LOCs is the place to be. That's all I'm saying. So I'll be grateful for her tuning in with for the little people, okay? Cause she mad famous and all that jazz. All right, so let's get into the church announcements. So this is the last episode of this quarter because I gotta go on vacation. You feel me? Nevertheless, so we do have one more week in June. I will be out of town. You're welcome, love you. I will be out of town. And then the month of July, we always take the month of July off because everyone's on vacation with their family, doing their thug thizzle. August, the first week of August, the first Thursday in August, which I believe is the 4th, we will be live and in living color. You feel me? Okay. So don't forget, I will not be on the end of this month and the month of July, but August the 4th, Thursday. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're gonna be live in living color. All right. I love you. I'm gonna miss y'all. Let me tell you, I'm gonna miss y'all. And I'm gonna hold it in because the guest that's gonna be in August, November, August, September, October. Okay, yeah. We're not just be there in August, okay? Just be there in August. Also, during that time, during that span, if you know someone or if you have a disability or medical condition and you want to be on the show, I mean, you already see how dope my guests are. So, what else we talking about? If you want to be on the show and you have a disability or medical condition or you know someone that has a disability or medical condition, and you think that would be a good fit on the show, holla at your girl. Cause my phone gonna stay on. You feel me? Although I'm not gonna be on, I'm still gonna be working. Thank you, mom. You too. Love you. I mean, I'm just letting y'all know. So holla at me. Let me know. Like, I love referrals, and I appreciate everyone that sends me referrals. I love referrals of guests and people. I feel like I love meeting people. I think I do. Obviously, I've been doing this for like 4 years. All right, so that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank y'all for coming on. Thank y'all for commenting. Thank y'all for thank y'all. Thank y'all for messing with my shenanigans of this heavy head. Next time you'll see me, it's gonna be up. It's gonna be up. I love y'all. Gabe, you already know what to do. Get me out of here. I see y'all. Y'all be safe.